So it's finally here, the very blue Pixel XL by Google. Welcome to It Came From a Box. I'm Sergio AM. So for the last few weeks, we have been preparing a lot of content for the Pixel XL, and we're starting with this unboxing, which is what you're watching right now. If you're new to the channel, we'd love for you to hit that subscribe button so you can check out all the stuff we have planned. Really fun stuff, by the way, including our first phone review of, the Pixel XL. So enough talk, let's get to the insides of the box. I hope that wasn't creepy. On the front here, we have Google's colorful G logo, and below that, Pixel Phone by Google. And that small amount of copy actually says a lot, because the reason it's not a Nexus device is because the Nexus program was meant to provide a great Android experience on a phone designed and manufactured by HTC or LG or whatever other company. Now with the Pixel line, they not only provide you with the best Android experience, but with a premium Google experience. Google is the OEM of the Pixel. The ins and outs of this phone are made by the big G, but HTC is actually the contract manufacturer. Small little thing there, I don't know if you guys knew that or not. Down here we have half of the phone already revealing that only the back and sides are very blue, with the front being white. I think this is the same for the silver model, but not the black one. Sort of a weird design choice there, but I'll see how it feels after using it for a few weeks. On the right side, we have three features they want you to know about, and that's Google Assistant, Google Cast, and Daydream VR. To the left, we only have that G. And now I believe this slides right out, and yes, it does. Big fan of that experience of opening to reveal the very blue Pixel, which, by the way, the name doesn't lie. It's, very blue. We have a little tab here, and it lets you flip it over, but let's put the phone aside for now and see what else we have in here first. Behind the phone, we have some paperwork. In it, we have the little tool to eject our SIM tray, which, by the way, I would keep in a safe place because you never know when you'll need it. And then we seem to have a few cards in here. So there's our quick start guide. So let's start off with this little box up here. All right, so I read about this beforehand, and this is actually the quick switch adapter. It's USB Type-C to USB, not to be confused with micro USB. What you would do is plug the USB Type-C into your Pixel and then connect it to an old Android or iPhone via their appropriate cable. After that, you just follow the on-screen instructions and you're on your way. Great solution for anyone making the switch, hence the adapter name. So this one is USB to USB Type-C, with the latter being marked by this blue little piece on the end so you know which end to grab. And you can also clip the other side of it on here for cable management purposes. Now let's see what's behind the panel on the right here. Okay, so there's the adapter right here, and we seem to have another cable, so let's check that out. The wall adapter has this very blue front cover right here, and it's for USB Type-C. Wish it was a bit smaller, but I'm guessing there's necessary science and magics behind the size because there is a little bit of weight to it. Then there's this other cable, which is a longer USB Type-C to USB Type-C, because this one is meant specifically to be used with this adapter, hence why they're both snuggled behind that little panel right there. You can use either side, of course, to put into either the adapter or your phone, doesn't matter. And we also have that little blue thingy here, which you can use for cable management purposes. Back to the phone. On the front, we have this plastic cover with the Google Assistant logo thingy, and it says, "Your personal Google Assistant is always ready to help. Just press and hold the home button." But we first have to set up the phone, so let's do that. I am a Project Fi user, so I'll be using this tiny little Project Fi SIM card. I mean, they're all tiny, I suppose. All right, so let's start it up. All right, we're greeted with a nice little happy sound there. It's a happy sound. We have people building that phone, and now let's tap Let's Go. Let's talk about a few highlights on the specs here. We have a really nice looking 5.5-inch screen, which is a Quad HD AMOLED display. Inside, we have a new Snapdragon 821 processor, which they state delivers 10% performance increase over the previous 820, which we're seeing on a lot of phones out there. I'm not seeing that many 821s yet. We also have a 3,450 milliamp battery, which should give you way more than 12 hours of life on the heaviest of use. That means like video or whatever else you're doing. And even then, you can charge up to 7 hours of battery life within 15 minutes of fast charging, which I love. And that really gets rid of the gripe I had against not having wireless charging. Then we have 4 gigs of RAM, and you can get it with 32 or 128 gigs of storage. This one being 32, but I'll explain why in our review. Of course, we also have the latest and greatest version of Android, which is 7.1 Nougat. But the Pixel has a few exclusive features, such as unlimited backup of your photos and videos to Google Photos, 24/7 support via the support tab in settings, which has this cool kind of screen share option. The launcher, which is this search box on the top left right there, you see that? And this new version of the app tray, which just goes straight up. But we also have Google Assistant. To access Google Assistant, we can do so by just holding down the home button, and it pops up, or by just saying, "Okay, Google." Do I need an umbrella today?
No, rain is not expected today in Homestead. The forecast is 81 degrees and cloudy.
So it brings up the search result right there, along with where it's from, and then additional suggestions as to what you can say next, or just press it. What about this weekend?
Yes, the forecast for this weekend in Homestead is 81 degrees with scattered thunderstorms.
Okay, Google. Tell my wife I'm recording.
Okay, message to Kate, Leland Molina. Do you want to use SMS or Hangouts?
Hangouts.
Got it. Do you want to send it or change it?
Actually, cancel that.
Okay, no problem.
Okay, Google. Remind me to take the dog out in 1 hour.
Okay, do you want to save this?
Cancel.
Okay, it's canceled.
Okay, Google. Listen to I Have Nothing.
Playing music.
Ooh, remastered. Let's pause that for now. Okay, Google. Remind me to watch The Bodyguard when no one's around.
When do you want to be reminded?
Around 1 a.m.
Okay, do you want to save this?
Yes.
Okay. Reminder saved.
So that gives you a rough idea of how it works, but we'll test it further in the review. I can't stop looking at this phone. Love the strong blue color, although I'm sure to some this may just come off as a bit too much, but I think that's exactly what they were going for here. It's also limited edition and pretty much sold out as soon as it launched. As for the white on the front, I'm still not sold on that, but I'm hoping it'll grow on me. And I have to say, I'm very disappointed with the fact that we lost our front-facing speakers. I was also sad to hear that the Pixel XL isn't waterproof, and that was high on my wish list. But I mean, I suppose at least we have a headphone jack, right? Back here at the top, we do have Gorilla Glass. Some people are saying it's for the antennas, some people are saying it's just for looks. I'm not 100% sure yet, but I will look into that. On that glass, we do have our fingerprint sensor and the camera. Now, the camera is something else I want to talk about. People are saying a lot of good things about it, including myself. So far, images come out very sharp and crisp, works great in low light. It's also extremely quick, by far the fastest I've experienced on a phone. So yes, there's a lot more to talk about, maybe some things I missed completely, but guys, we're gonna save that for the review. And that just about covers everything that's in the box. So now I'm gonna test out the Pixel XL and get back to you with a full review. So make sure to subscribe for that. Finally, if you have anything you want me to look into, any questions, please let us know in the comments below or on Twitter and Facebook, because we'd love to hear what you're curious about. So it's back to work for me, but hold tight, we'll be back with more very soon. So thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video or have any questions, make sure to let us know in the comments below. Now, if you want to support the channel and help us out, feel free to click that thumbs up button and subscribe for more content. Of course, if you want to follow us and interact with us, you can do so on Twitter, Facebook, and a bunch of other sites, which I'll put down below. Thank you so much. My name is Sergio IM, and I'll see you guys for the next box.